What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome out to For the Record Podcast. My name's Zoe. To my left, my brother Paul.
Hello. Hello.
To my right,
hello,
Miss Crystal.
Hi, everyone.
Mrs. Hans, if you will.
Mrs. Hans.
She got the ring on the finger.
Got the ring.
I liked it. Without further introduction, the Hans.
The Hans.
Himself. Welcome out, everybody. Appreciate for joining in. Episode 8, right?
8.
Yeah.
I mean, you could say 9.
Well,
we could.
Like
You
8.5.
Yeah.
8.5.
8.5.
Yeah.
There you
We
go.
gave y'all 2 episodes
we
this week.
did 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did half and half because the last episode was like 3 hours long.
Damn camera shut off on us.
Yeah, it did.
It was so
I
stupid.
don't know. The second half of that just kind of didn't do it for me.
No?
Nah.
No?
I listened to it. I don't know.
I didn't watch it. Like I didn't watch that
I'll
podcast
watch it.
either.
I'm halfway through.
The first one or
The
the
first
second
half
one?
or
I told you.
I'm halfway through both of them. I just started listening
So you
today.
watched one episode?
I just started watching them
I
today.
watched like 2 minutes of the first one.
I like 'em so
and
far.
That was it.
Yeah.
Well, the second one, I told her, I told Chris, the reason I don't like it is because we touched on the abortion thing in the first one, right?
And we kind of
She
backtracked
went, yeah,
it.
because she left. We had a whole conversation, and that got cut out. And then she comes back, and she's like, "Well, God darn it!" And then it just kind of kicked back up. I'm like, blah, blah, blah.
Why? Did you drink? Oh, it's the candy.
It's this candy.
Is it-
That's
What is
what
it?
it
The
is.
Rippers?
The Rips.
The Rips.
The ribs.
The Rips.
Jesse and
Shout
the
out.
Rippers.
Candy for today, the Rips.
They're a
No
dollar.
hood rat
I
snacks.
learned they're a dollar.
They're $1
They're a
at the
dollar.
dollar store.
Paul's going to buy the
Maddie should
whole
be
roll.
bringing- Maddie's gonna bring me like 4 of them.
Shout out Maddie for bringing the Rips.
That's not a double entendre for those of y'all listening.
It's a triple.
Oh, I'm gonna throw something at you.
A rip.
I will find something.
I'm almost done with it.
And
There
then
you go.
and then Paul's going to rip. That's
Okay.
a
He
double
already
entendre.
I could have kept
He
going on
already
with that.
did. He let it rip earlier.
I could have kept going on with that, but I'll behave.
That's a first. So how y'all doing?
Oh
What's
hell.
everybody-
I'm doing good.
Good?
Good,
How's y'all's
good.
weekend?
Cut the grass.
You did. I saw that.
I didn't
kind
walk
of.
in the grass today because you actually parked right.
No leaf blower?
Huh?
You can't make it all nice with the leaf blower?
Battery's not charged.
Oh my god.
I would never do good with the Tesla.
You know what's missing in your front yard? The Biden Harris
Sequel.
sign.
Sick.
I'm just saying, battery operated tools, and the only thing that should be battery operated
It's
in
your
your
dildo.
house is your dildo.
Beat you to it.
That turned left real quick.
This guy, he's outside doing wetback work with battery operated tools.
So
Oh,
So lots of people do it.
you gotta go put gas.
But his yard's also like this big, so
it's not the only thing.
But it's trimmed.
He's like, no, inside the bush. Inside the bush.
stupid. Oh hell.
Once a month.
Oh my god.
What are we talking about?
What we did this weekend? You said you cut grass.
You cut grass.
Oh my god.
And then what did y'all do?
What did
Went
the
downtown?
lovely couple
We
do?
went downtown, walked the dogs again downtown,
You're gonna go canoeing?
kayaking.
Kayaking.
Kayaking. Yeah, we're gonna go on Sunday.
Nice.
We might
Yeah.
go
But what
I'm
part? What
excited.
part? You gonna do the whole river or just some certain
The
areas?
San Antonio, the river walk.
Oh, you gotta do the river walk.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Right
That's
now.
Like
the first-
downtown,
they have it.
downtown?
That's the first
Yes.
time in 30 years that they're letting kayakers.
Wow.
It's before they start the boat runs, so it's the same route that the boats
That
take.
is cool.
That you can
Like
kayak.
Yeah.
4.2 miles or
Yeah.
4.5 miles.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hope you fall.
Me too.
I don't.
Some dirty ass water.
Oh, all
Yeah,
the
it is
homeless
nothing. We
people.
had that talk.
Yeah, some
three quarters water. quarter
hypodermic
piss.
needles when you come out, just
Yeah.
sticking out of your arm.
Oh, like what's that movie Saw where they throw her in with all the needles and
Yeah.
everything?
Might have to go to the car wash afterward and wash my kayak off.
Yeah,
And
seriously.
yourself.
I don't plan on getting in the water.
Nah, but I think it'll be cool. Like it
That
sucks.
is
Like
neat.
I haven't trained the dogs enough to put the dogs on the kayaks. Like Lexi will stay out.
Yeah, I'm not putting a 93
I don't
pound
know
dog.
about Kronos.
It was a good idea when he was like 13 pounds, but yeah,
Yeah.
no 93 pound dog is going
I
on
swear
that
he's
kayak.
heavier than that now.
Oh, I'm
like
sure
I
he's
swear
at
he's like
100.
100 pounds at least.
Yeah, that was it. We just did that. We did that, and we started watching The Handmaid's Tales.
The Handmaid's Tale.
Dude, that's
Have you seen that? Dude, it's nuts.
Oh, don't act like you didn't do it earlier. That's
He
good.
did.
Eddie liked
He
it.
did.
Eddie liked it.
He was
Allegedly.
all red.
He licked it
He
first,
loved
too.
it. He did lick it
He
first.
licked it.
I
You gotta
seen
lick it before you stick it.
You got to punch it before you punch it. I do. Sha la 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 boo.
Dude.
Jamie Foxx is like, you see, that's why I don't like you, motherfucker. Straight off the boat, and you're already causing problems. Or whatever. Whoa, calm down, my friend. Calm down.
Hans over here living in luxury, man. He's got the new boom stand.
What?
Dildo holder.
Oh,
Cost him
that.
32 cents. That's like my favorite part of it.
34 cents.
34 cents. 34 cents.
You got an Amazon gift card?
Yeah, I bought a thermometer for Paul's butt.
Make sure she was nice and tight.
I gotta make sure it's the right temp. You know, I want it to be comfortable for her.
You know the crazy thing is that's actually where you get the most accurate temperature.
Oh,
there.
yeah,
yeah.
no, for real.
Paul knows.
I don't. I don't want to know.
You
That's
never
why-
check Levi's temperature?
Don't they do that at the vets, right?
Yeah.
The vets.
Oh,
do
yeah,
that?
the babies. Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
the only
The
dude? If you
babies,
put
yeah.
a thermometer in Kronos' mouth, you're not getting.
You're gonna lose that thermometer. What movie was it? Doctor Doolittle, where he's
Oh yeah,
like,
where you
the
swallow the thermometer.
thermometers.
Yeah. Was it
He
Luck-
doesn't swallow
Luck-
it, he
Lucky,
fucking-
right? The dog named Lucky.
Yeah, he doesn't swallow it. It goes up his butt.
Paul too.
No, I don't.
No, I don't.
Biden Harris.
She
Somebody-
got killed.
She got murdered. I didn't even watch it.
I didn't see
I didn't
it.
watch it because I knew if I just watched Ben Shapiro the next day,
Yeah.
I know
I'd
it
know
was
exactly
like
what
super
happened.
quiet today though on the internet. Like nobody had anything to say.
Oh no, they had a
Oh,
lot
yeah,
to say.
'cause
They talked about the fly on
they
Homeboy's
fly.
head.
Yeah. If you listen to both sides, right, most of them think that each other's representative won. Like,
Of course.
I don't get
Yeah.
Yeah.
it. Like, even when you listen objectively, I'm like, dude, there's no way she won. Like, I don't.
Oh yeah.
No way.
There's no way.
No,
she won.
Homeboy spit a lot of facts. It just the problem is he's not. He's not charismatic. Like he's
Yeah.
not. He's like a corpse. Like he spits facts, but just in the most.
In the nice way.
Not even that. I mean, it's like he's not alive. Like you
I
want to
went
just
to
like
the store
No
and bought
emotion,
sugar.
no.
nothing at all.
Okay.
Yeah,
no,
no emotion,
dynamic.
yeah. I
No
didn't see
dynamic.
it, I
No
didn't-
nothing. So
can't
it's
even
it's
comment on it, I
unappealing.
don't
But the
know.
dude was articulate.
Oh,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
yes, but it's unappealing when you got a president like Trump who can like piss people off in a tweet. So like they expect
That
that
was
from everybody
hilarious.
in the you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I think. Anyway, I still think he murdered her.
Oh yeah, he did.
Nice and clean.
All she could
I
do
did
was make
too.
her faces and stuff.
Yeah.
on that lie. And
Which one?
Which
Well,
one?
All of
everything
them.
out of her mouth.
all of them. No, about packing the house. And she kind of just sat there and like didn't
Oh,
want to
she
acknowledge.
There's only I was gonna say there's only one thing she's packing.
And it's not a gun.
No.
Definitely not.
Not
Nope.
a gun.
She's all
Your
blue.
gun is digging into my hip.
Whoa.
Well, dude, he called her out on everything though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He called her out on the Green New Deal.
He did good. He kept it
called
real
her out
professional
on
and
The swine flu, the H1N1 virus, how they articulated how if they would have gone through the motions of how Joe Biden wanted to go about it, right? They were looking at over 2 million casualties due to that. Like,
Do y'all remember when that happened? The
I
swine
do.
flu?
if everybody hadn't have just jumped to
If it hadn't have been a fucking election, if it hadn't have been an election year, then
it wouldn't have been a big deal.
I don't think this would have been that big of a deal.
And I'm telling you, I think no matter who wins, I feel like because this has been super politicized,
Yeah.
no matter who wins, the minute it's over, somebody's gonna sit back and say, "Well, it wasn't that bad after all. Let's just get back to work." Come on.
yeah. Well, Cuomo wants to shut the whole state down again.
Yeah, but nobody likes that queer anyway.
Cuomo, the New York governor,
Oh.
he wants to shut it down again. And it's
Well,
like, why?
Texas is opening bars.
Well,
Hell yeah.
So Waco's about to shut down 4 campuses.
That's because nobody like Waco.
They
Yeah.
don't count.
Waco, and I will say it. Fuck Waco.
Don't worry, it'll get edited later.
Shout out St. Louis, cousin Joey.
Cousin
Yeah.
Joey, hi Joey.
You didn't do it. You got to do it.
What?
That's cute.
That's
cute.
late.
It's too late now.
Yeah.
Nobody cares.
Ah,
Ah,
that
boo.
would have
Anyway,
been funny.
yeah.
Anyhow.
I don't know, though, but again, like you look at Waco shutting down 4 campuses, and then Somerset ISD
Yes.
testing 400 people and no
400,
positive.
400 students and admins or 400 students and teachers within the district because they were the ones that were doing the free
Mm-hmm.
COVID testing, and they were doing mass testing of everybody coming in.
That's awesome.
So they did 400 tests, and I think of the 400, 3 of them came back inconclusive,
Inconclusive, yeah.
but there was no positives. Everybody was negative.
That's good.
If they test Paul, he's positive for all kinds of dirty stuff.
Do we know which
A
test it is? Like the one that
satisfaction.
you're current, or is it like the antibodies test as well? To
That
see if you
I-
had it previously.
I don't know.
Well, look, dude, I'm not gonna read the whole article for you. I read the
Here,
headline.
I'm gonna
okay?
read the headline and the clickbait, and that's
I
it.
read
That's
the
it.
whole article, and no, it doesn't say anything about that. It didn't
that's the
say.
first test those students passed. Just kidding.
Matter of fact, that deserves a. Wow.
Wow, you didn't even hear him.
I didn't.
Paul actually made it funny, and
He made it funny.
You weren't like even a part of it.
Well, like I still hear, so if it would have been that funny, I would have been.
Damn.
Guess it's one of those things you have to be there for.
He's jealous.
Of what? Your basic phone, your basic mic stand.
I got a basic mic stand.
Yeah, but you got a cool mic.
Hey,
Yeah,
And you got the little pop thing.
Hey,
I do.
So do I.
But you're not basic. You're my wife. I love you. Pause the bitch.
Yeah, I'm skipping. And you know this,
And he has a
Man.
Cowboys hat on.
man.
And he's a Biden supporter.
I'm embarrassed of the Cowboys right now.
You should,
should
be.
be.
To the Cleveland Browns.
To the Cleveland Browns.
To a team that, like, everybody uses them
Oh,
to
now
make
you
fun
want to
of.
talk about football.
Of course, because it upsets you.
It has nothing to do with the Cowboys. It has everything to do with you being upset.
Yeah, yeah.
I love how you put out there at first. You were like, dude, if the Cowboys lose
Oh,
this
and
one,
I'm not going
I
to
will
post.
not post
I'm
anything
not.
else
If
about
they lose
the
to the
Cowboys.
Browns, I'm not going to.
Yeah. And then you're like, fucking Cowboys.
Can't believe it. Oh well.
I was like, dude, I don't even have to watch the game to know. I think we were looking at the highlights or whatever, and it was like
Y'all probably
38
enjoyed
to
that, huh?
12 or something.
I did because I read your post.
No, so I was a born and raised Cowboys fan, right?
Uh-huh.
Like my dad is a hardcore Cowboys fan. I was the kid on the street that we had the parties at my house every Sunday. My dad turned my garage into like a Cowboys
Your dad
shrine.
turned his garage.
Turned his garage into like a Cowboys shrine. He had the floor painted like a football field, like just Cowboys ever. My dad worked for Miller Beer.
Ah.
So back then they were
worked for
sponsored.
Halo.
He worked for Miller Beer.
Punch him
That's what we knew back in the day. He worked for
Makes
Miller
sense
Beer.
because Miller's horrible.
in the gooch.
Well, stupid. So all of the stuff like for their displays and all that, he would get all of that, and it was all Cowboys
Right.
stuff, right? So everything in my garage was that. So I was a born and raised Cowboys fan, but I don't know, dude.
Hans got me a helmet.
There's only so many years. A condom.
It's not a Cowboys helmet, though.
That's a
It's different
condom.
kind of helmet.
It's a condom.
It's called a condom.
Well, at least I score.
I was gonna say, I got him the perfect gift because he doesn't score, and neither do they.
Oh God.
I love it.
Are you gonna eat this or not?
Hey, whoa,
I didn't even know it was there.
what is this playing in the?
It's just some instrumentals in the background.
Sounded like.
What? How can I sing to that if there's no music in the background?
It sounded like Lucas.
Went
That's why I was
to the
like,
store.
we need to
I
talk
got
about
some
Mr.
rips.
Lucas and an
Some
album that
rips.
he's supposed to drop this
I
month.
know. I'm still waiting.
freaking cold
He hasn't said
outside.
anything.
Ouch, my nips.
A la madre. Oh, that escalated quickly.
Nips and rips.
Lips and rips.
That's going to be the name of this podcast. Nips and rips.
Nips and rips.
I don't ever have flow. Like never.
Hashtag bars.
Oh, 210 got the dome on the throne. No, no, no. That's how all the rappers from San Antonio sound.
For real. Name me a rapper from San Antonio.
I can't name you anything from San Antonio. This fucking shit.
That's actually a good thing. No, mate. King Kali.
Oh, he's different. Yeah,
That dude's different.
yeah.
Y'all were like in the game though. Like y'all were in the DJ game. So like
Oh,
y'all
I thought
know.
you meant like.
No.
I was like, I
No.
wasn't.
I'm gonna retire.
So I heard.
I don't know, maybe
I
about 3 years. About
heard.
3 years, maybe 3 years.
Damn. bells.
You gotta
will
do
be
that. That's
ringing.
quick. That's cute.
I guess you could say things are getting pretty serious.
Getting
huh?
pretty serious.
I don't know what y'all talking about.
That's cute.
That is awesome.
I love it. I have my own button.
It's cute.
That's cute.
Just know I plan on retiring in 3 years.
We've been saying that since like.
No, this time I really mean it. 3 years.
Nah. I remember 2012 when you were like, dude, we're gonna retire in 14. 14 came around, you're like, all right, 16 for sure. Dude, we're in 2020.
He is a Cowboys fan. Every year is their year. So I can't say.
No, I do plan on 3 years. I'm already getting old. Look, I have gray hairs.
Oh,
Gray,
poor
they're
you.
white.
For real. Look. Well, look. Watch out. They bring you good luck.
They bring you good luck.
No, they don't.
You say?
I've been DJing since, what, 18? Well, on our own.
I don't know. You told me.
Yeah, 18.
2 years? Oh, since you were 18.
Since I was 18.
Oh, I thought you meant like 2018. I was like,
I'm
2
already-
years?
I'm gonna
Really?
be-
Why
I'm
do I
gonna be
feel like it was
30
longer?
30.
Maybe
32.
32 this month, right?
This month on the
Child.
the 20, right? That's 20.
Child.
20 is 20, right? Yeah, on the 20.
That's why
You're
Trump
on the
want-
20th
That's why
also?
Trump wants to build a wall.
November 20th. He's May 20th.
Damn, girl. And you, loser. What are you, 28?
He's
28.
21.
You're 28, right?
28th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know my boo's
So when do we
Um,
start holding
I turned to-
auditions for Paul to replace Paul?
We have a spot opening, so if
FTP.
you'd like to apply, comment below.
I already posted the front runner.
Absolutely not.
Y'all already replacing me.
It's only a matter of time.
Dicks. Y'all
Did
already,
you just queef?
y'all already it's been like 1 day and you're already planning my replacement.
We can't get a hold of you anymore.
It's been a couple hours.
You're like Bobby
Alex
now.
was here earlier today.
Me and Junior, you see our bubbles fall, and then Paul's like a day later.
I haven't even been on any of the chats, so
Wow.
whatever.
You see how you are?
I wonder why. What's the secret?
Secret.
What's going on? What's new in life? I mean,
Mhm. How you doing, Paul?
I'm doing good.
Doing good.
so why are you avoiding
Huh?
us? Why are you avoiding us in your social media?
I haven't
you-
even been on social media.
Are you
Exactly.
embarrassed of us? Is that what it is?
He is.
No, I'm not embarrassed of y'all.
You're
I think you
embarrassed
are.
of us. See how you are.
He doesn't want to associate with brown folk.
Anyway, next segment.
Soon to be announced.
Whatever. Anyway,
What are we talking about?
YouTube and Facebook censorship
Yeah.
of conservative.
I'm done
people.
with this.
I am too.
Real.
It
I am
sucks.
done with this.
It sucks to be in the spot that we're in here, right? Like, just starting out, just wanting to get things rolling, and YouTube's algorithms stop everything, and then even when you get past that,
Yep.
you go to boost a paid deal. You're paying.
I'm paying.
Facebook to boost a video, and then they tell you,
Nope.
no, it can't because
Why they stop your boost?
we're conservative. I mean, and not so many words. Like it's
They
that.
didn't give you a reason?
No,
just
it
says
just says
rejected.
rejected.
Really?
But I can kind of give you a hint why, because the other ones that I boosted didn't have anything to say about politically correct or abortion.
Wow.
That makes sense.
The meat sweats one is like through the roof.
Yeah.
because they're okay with talking about Paul and the meat sweats. They don't want people talking about abortion and just having a conversation. And
Well, that was like the other day that you wanted to post that picture on
Yeah.
your cousin's page,
I sent it
and
to
they
them.
told him like immediately that it was harassing
and bullying.
bullying.
Right.
That
But
picture of
people
Biden.
can get
Biden-Harris
on,
picture.
yeah, but people can get on Facebook all day long and talk crap about Trump and post all
Conservatives.
kinds of, yeah.
I don't even care that it had
Yeah,
to do
no,
with
no, you're right.
Trump or Biden.
Conservatives,
It was
yes.
just it was that, right? And I went to go prove a point. I told our cousin, like, I went to go prove a point. When my picture came down, I mean, instantly, dude. I don't even think it went to her feed. It just
for
boom,
like
came
someone
down.
to report it. Like
Right.
nobody
And-
could have reported it. It was just
And so then I was going through her feed, right? Because she posted a pro-Trump deal, right? So obviously, even if she wasn't pro-Trump, she was still like conservative, right?
Right.
So I was going through her feed
so
and
you
I
can't
found,
boost this one either.
yeah, probably
Just
not.
so you know.
No, that or just don't label
It
it.
depends on the title.
Yeah, that's it.
I would hope so.
Baby shark, lollipops, and ribs.
Ribs.
And then you could boost all
So
you
no
want.
It's like
Riz.
when we showed the UFC fight and you just put ha.
Yeah.
So no rips and nips.
No, it rips it.
Nah, they might be okay with that.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
I
they're
don't know.
Democrats. They're all right.
Yeah, maybe.
Like, anyway, so I went to prove a point, and I found a Trump meme, like they were making fun of him, and I reported it, and then it came back quick, and they were like, oh, they didn't violate nothing, blah, blah, yeah, dude, quick. So I'm like, okay, well, again, I don't care if it's Trump. I'm just talking about the person and how they feel or what, you know what I mean? Like, they're not even feelings, just their political view or their standpoint, right? I mean, damn,
Right.
if you can't talk about it or you can't post about it, and I want to make fun of both of them, like,
Yeah.
I don't really care about either one of them. Like, I want to make fun of both of them, but I'm getting, censored.
Well, I'm not blocked on live anymore.
What?
I should go live right now.
Now you can tell the world you're a Biden supporter.
What?
Thank you.
Y'all can share those.
Yes.
These are both mine.
Sponsored in part by
Thank you,
Rips.
Maddie.
My ribs.
You
They're
made it-
reading something. I can't say it's the Bible. I don't know. I don't know those verses. Like if they're 100% the Bible or it's like they're made up, kind of like a Jehovah's Witness or Mormons.
That was legit. I give you that one.
I'm just saying it's just
That is
made up
awesome.
stuff. Like,
Oh my god.
is it not? I mean, I think all religion is made up.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. No, but
You want to go,
freedom
go
of
there?
religion.
Oh, you want to go there?
Freedom of religion is I can create one right now and believe in it.
Of course.
Yeah. So it kind of is. But
Paul believes in the penis god.
And he blessed me with a nice one.
In your butt.
I know
Preach, preach.
No, I don't know. So I don't know if y'all know this, but I was brought up very religious.
Oh yeah.
Very.
And you married this guy?
I did. That's why we got married
the
in
preacher's
the church.
daughter is usually the crazy one.
So
I know firsthand.
my mom used to be a CCD teacher, right?
Oh, I hated those classes.
Yeah, my mom was a CCD teacher, and my grandfather is a deacon. So I was brought up very religious. So
That's why I don't understand people that are Democrats that like claim to be religious. Like Democrats don't want religion anywhere. They don't want
they're the
God
ones
anywhere.
that took religion out of
Right.
the schools and
So
everything.
then, how do you say you're religious? Like I know quite a few.
Well, that goes back to saying like you're generalizing them all, which I get,
Yeah.
right? But a lot of the things that they talk about, yeah, they are removing God from a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and even if I'm not generalizing like the people, the higher up people that are making legislation and making it to where, they're taking God out of this and that and the other.
That's when stuff started going bad. I'm just saying.
That's when
Yeah.
the whores
That's-
take over.
Just saying.
I'm right
just
there.
saying.
That's when it is.
I'm no longer that person anymore. Like I have my own mind now.
Yeah.
Like when it
Come on,
comes
you
to
hush,
religion.
woman.
Shut the hell up. Like when it comes to religion and stuff like that, right? Like, do I believe in a higher power? Yeah, I do. But I don't think it's, other than the fact that I feel like if I'm genuinely a good human being, I think I'm okay.
But what?
Yeah, I believe that.
I get that sentiment. My question is, what exactly makes you a good person in your own mind?
It's subjective.
It is. That's
It's
the
very
thing.
subjective.
Yeah.
So I feel like I get up and I go to work every day. I take
Right.
care of my kids. I try not to do no harm to anybody.
But see,
See,
those
I
are
grew
the,
up. I
those
grew
are
up
the
in
things,
the in the
though-
Christianity faith, right? To us, to be the idea of Christianity is to be Christ-like. The examples he set were the 10 Commandments, right? Because so if you're gonna sit here and say, and I'm not saying you, I'm just saying everybody in general, right?
You can't generalize everybody, you dick.
I can, and I will. I'm just
and I
kidding.
will. You will like it.
No, but like some people
Cancel.
say, well, I'm a good person, right? Okay, well, have you lied?
Yeah?
Yeah. Have you stolen something from somebody?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Stolen some
So
heart.
you already like committed violations of the commandments. What makes you a good person? When you can't even, cater
Well,
to
but
the 10.
you got to believe in those commandments to begin with
Right.
anyway. But I'm just saying, so like
But
as
then-
a
but
general,
if that's the standard for good,
no, that's the
But-
standard for good in that faith.
in,
But
in Christianity. But,
But-
what I'm saying is,
it
if
should be all across the board.
how do you figure? You just said that it could be subjective, right?
Yeah, that's
and like you said earlier, I could just make a religion right now and say it's cool to kill everybody, and I'm good with that. I believe that. Pop, 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 pop. Everybody's dead, and now I'm going to jail. Anyway, but like, so my thing is that like I think if you take the 10 Commandments out of the equation, I think most people, like generally, most people can agree that like being good is more like don't kill anybody that doesn't deserve to be killed.
That's in the commandment.
I get that.
Do you think religion was created to keep people sane and
No, I believe
Like
that
in-
religion was created for control. That's it.
But
Because if they tell you,
I can see that.
if it like
Yeah.
when you go back to
well,
Rome,
I guess control, yeah.
because when you go back to Rome, right, and you look at religion and go back that far back, right, the Romans used the Catholic religion to scare the people to get what they wanted, right? So the I forget his name.
Maximus
No.
Aurelius.
Anyway,
Maximus.
there was one of the head honchos
Saint Paul?
in Rome. No, not that way. But
Saint Peter.
he basically said, "Get me the church, so that the crown can do what they want." And that there's no different that nowadays. It's the same thing. The Vatican is its own
They make money.
everything.
Well,
Dude, it's a
like,
business. It's
so
a
it's
capitalized
like even
business.
if you look at like it's on movies and here.
Shout out
no,
Pope Francis.
No, it's not.
Mamon.
Okay, so the Crusades, right? The whole point of the Crusades was to go and fight God's war.
Uh-huh.
But one of your commandments is thou shalt not kill.
unless God says so.
Unless
Yeah.
God says so.
God
Unless
wills
God
it.
wills it. Yes. Like God said, okay, go to these people and go kill these people. Like, no. Like you're still in the wrong at that point. Like I don't know, it doesn't make any sense. So I think religion has been used to be bent towards someone's will.
It's just to scare people. It's that simple.
Yeah.
If they tell you, right, higher ups and the people in Rome, right, that now the Roman Catholic religion is their standard of religion, like you're talking about Christianity, right? That's their standard of religion. And you've got two options. You
But
can
maybe
do-
they killed to save a lot of people from not being killed.
I don't know about none of that. I don't know. It
But
doesn't,
it doesn't matter.
None of that
Like, it
matters
doesn't
because
justify
if
it.
you were living at that in that time, right, and those powers that be, they gave you two options, right? Heaven and hell.
Uh-huh.
The latter is just bend the knee and do what they say, or I'm going to hell, right? And then they took super.
To whom?
Huh?
To whom? Bend the knee to whom?
Oh, he bends his
to the
knee.
king.
To the king.
Right.
To the king.
That's what I'm saying. It's nothing
If
but
it's
control.
God, it's not bending a
But-
rule to the king.
But they
it's-
didn't. Nobody cared
you're-
about God. Is my point. No.
But then you
they
shouldn't.
didn't-
You
well, they-
also shouldn't worship anybody above God.
Right.
So if you bent the knee to a king, then you're worshiping that person
Oh, bent the
above
knee.
God.
I said
Right.
knee.
So that's what the thing is,
Like-
right? So like the Roman Catholics, they believed that the Son of God, when he first came, was just spewing blasphemy. Because all he wanted to do was come and say, I'm the Son of God. I'm here to save you from your sin. Right?
But then
they
did the people
crucified
not-
him
but
because
then-
of his ideas and not like his freedom of speech was just that, right? I'm
But
the Son
did
of
the people
God.
not do what they were supposed to do? Thou shalt not have no God before me. So when this guy came saying, "Oh, I'm the Son of God, you should follow me," did they not do exactly what they were supposed to?
I don't know.
I mean, I don't
I'm
know.
telling you, I don't care about none of this because it's all irrelevant. It's simple.
I just know there's a higher power, that's all.
No, and I'm good with
No,
that.
and I'm good with that.
Yeah.
But what
I
I'm
can't
saying
say
is-
it's just one person or one
And
thing
that
or
power
one.
is President Donald Trump.
And then he's like, "You gotta edit this out."
The Trumpsters.
Oh my god,
pretty
we
bad.
are
That was
so
legit.
canceled at this point.
If that doesn't
We are
stay in,
done.
I'm gonna be very upset because that was fucking legit.
That was awesome.
All right, you can keep it in.
But again, like,
I shouldn't have said that.
but again,
I
man,
said you
like,
should
so
keep it in.
That's gonna be a new
Keep
snippet.
it in. Keep it in.
keep it in. But again, none of that, dude. If you want to argue it, you can, right?
Yeah.
But that's the point, right? So if we can sit here and argue Catholics, Christians, Mormons, religion was simply made because, like you said, now all you have to do is say, "Hey, my phone. This is my new God. It's a religion. I'm gonna pray to my phone, right?
Right.
Whatever." And it's cool because then me and you there's conflict, right? Not massive conflict, but enough people. We will just butt heads, right? All we're gonna do is argue. So the higher ups get to do what they want because we're arguing about the zombie Jew in the sky and a phone. sorry. Like, is that? Am I not allowed to say
Every
that?
time he says that,
Well, speaking of
Fucking
higher ups,
worse.
you think like all the debates and stuff, they're pretty much all friends at the end of the day, right?
Bro, they're
Yeah,
they're in
they
the
all
same
hang out,
house.
yeah.
Yeah. Nobody's gonna make me believe that like on TV they're all angry, right? And then they go into the house and they're so, bro, this the debate tonight, right? I'll see you there. Because
you seen
again,
that movie? A Few Good? Is it A Few Good Men? Is it
Yeah,
that one?
yeah,
Where
with
he's
the-
like, I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
yeah.
Right?
So it's Kevin Bacon, right?
Kevin Bacon.
And Tom Cruise. I'd never seen the movie before. I caught it with her the other day.
He only wanted to watch it because it had a few good men.
That's cute.
Hans.
Anyway,
Someone fart.
I think it was
usually
it's your
you.
breath
It's
going
your
running
breath
back into your
running back
face.
into your face.
Probably Luna.
Anyway, so those two ways, they're a defense attorney
And a prosecutor.
and a prosecutor.
Jack Nicholson's in that one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Well, he didn't say Jack.
I'm
He
gonna-
said Tom
dude,
Cruise
God-
and
Yeah, and
he
Kevin
said-
Bacon.
That's
Because they're the
in
attorneys.
the movie too.
Oh, okay.
And the point of this whole thing is exactly what you were talking about. They went to the same school to get the same degree to become a lawyer, right? Just on opposing sides. But they're friends. So they're telling each other, hey, I just want to let you know tomorrow I'm
They're
going
at
to
a
bury
bar.
you in court. They're
Yeah,
in, they're
they're at a bar together
so
drinking beer.
if you're going to tell me that I'm going to go hire a lawyer, a defense lawyer, to defend me against a prosecuting lawyer from the same goddamn court that we've
Yeah.
been in, they're hanging
basically
out.
just having fun.
Well,
They're going to
Well-
cash our checks and then go eat lunch when one of us goes to
kinda,
jail.
I guess I could talk about this now since child support court is over.
what?
Like my lawyers knew my ex's lawyer very well, so they knew how to negotiate and
Yeah.
everything.
Exactly.
Like,
Dude,
yeah.
I
Yeah.
bet you they met up and they were like, dude, check it out. We could get this done really
Yeah.
quick. Lunch on me. The dude's paying a good chunk. Let's just go get some lunch. Like,
Yeah.
Queer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but that's what I'm saying. So
You
then why
got
do we pay?
rigged.
Why do we pay to?
I got
to, like-
ripped.
You got ripped.
They ripped you a new one.
Yeah, they
I
did.
don't know. It's a crock. But again, all of that to me stems from it's the same. The hierarchy is the same no matter where you place it, right? The courts, you know, they give you certain options, right? Do what you're told or don't do what you're told. Heaven and hell, you're gonna go to jail. Hashtag bars.
Hashtag bars.
Literally, Joe.
Hell in jail. But like it's the same thing. And
Well, it's like when this new pope came in to
Maricon.
his popehood.
it's the
what is-
papacy, ma'am.
His
Oh, okay,
popehood.
his popehood. Wait, that's not right.
His pope.
When he came in, right, he said that it was. Didn't he say that it was okay to get divorced? Was that what it was?
I have no idea.
I think that's
I
what
don't
it was.
listen to
Didn't he
anything
say
that guy says.
I think it was that it was okay to
But
get
again, why not?
divorced.
I don't believe that a physical being like a man like him
Should be praised like
has
a god.
any higher power than an
Again,
individual.
thou shalt not worship someone,
Yeah.
anybody above me.
I think they put him
So
above
why?
a lot of people.
Well-
Because why do I have to pray to him or hope that he prays for me to save me when my connection is
Because he wants to touch you.
No, he's not young enough.
He's like, what is it on South Park?
Oh my god.
I want to be with you, Jesus. I want you inside me.
He's like, you really love Jesus.
Oh,
He's like, well,
I
don't
really
you love
love-
Jesus?
I want Jesus inside me.
Yeah, South Park on that one got me
legit.
dead.
Oh my god, that is like the funniest episode on
I'm
South
telling you,
Park.
Paul, you'll love
it's
South
gotta
Park.
be freaking hilarious.
If you have the mind that I think you do, you'll love South Park. It's
You
that bad.
would.
Oh my god.
It's bad.
It's awesome.
I still need to watch the COVID version.
Yeah, dude.
I need to watch
Madison
it.
just told me
I
it's on
haven't seen
HBO, so we have it on the HBO.
It's on
Max.
HBO Max.
I
Yeah.
saw part of it, right?
I saw the
A
boys
little
were
part of
watching it.
Yeah, the boys were
Yeah.
trying to watch it.
Speaking of censorship, like they don't get censored.
No, they don't.
Because they don't care.
I said the same thing.
well, and
I was
that's what
like,
I'm
how
saying.
is
Like,
that even possible?
but again, so like, you gotta.
Or The Simpsons.
But it's like if you look at it this way, right? Look at like high profile people, right? Athletes, musicians, artists, right?
Uh-huh.
They generate revenue, right? Tekashi 6ix9ine, right? The kid was making a ton of money, and then
I
he gets
said that on one of
prosecuted,
the podcasts.
right? And then they put him away. Well, does it make sense to keep this kid locked up if he's bringing in that kind of revenue? Yeah. If it was me or you, and they caught us on a RICO charge, bam, lock that fool up
Yeah.
and take the key and
Like the
put it
biker
up
gangs
Paul's
and all
butt.
that.
Exactly,
Like, it's
dude.
no point, right?
Nah. But when you're
black
talking,
hole.
when you're super black. Beep, 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 beep. But like so though they know the audience that South Park brings, the revenue it brings, right?
Ridiculous.
Does it make any sense to
Lock the taxpayer up?
So when you say the audience that it brings, are you saying that people that
a la madre?
COVID went everywhere. Right
You didn't
now.
even cover your face or
for
nothing,
real,
you
like you
dirty
didn't even
birdie.
try?
I hate when people cover their mouth but not their nose with the mask. Like,
Well, you didn't cover your whole.
You didn't cover shit.
Hans does
Your
that.
whole sequel.
Yeah, you were just like,
I don't cover my nose because I'm fat and I gotta work. I need to breathe. Get out of here with that. I already said it, dude. If I didn't have to wear the stupid thing, I wouldn't. Anyway,
Oh,
The
my
irony
God.
is that's where all the viruses get collected. Like
me vale
You're-
madre.
you're more likely to get a virus.
I'm
from
more
the
than
nose.
likely, but I'm not because I'm fat and my stomach ate the virus when I breathed it in, it went down and it ate it. The amount of people that
but
watch South
why
Park
don't they get shut down?
because the amount of people that watch South Park probably monumental difference in the people that don't watch South Park, right? So they couldn't get enough people together to BLM this whole thing and just scream and shout and be angry.
Yeah.
There wouldn't be enough people.
I mean, they were
So
seeking
then
a
they just leave it
contract.
alone.
They were seeking a $500 million
So the
contract.
people that don't like South Park, just leave it alone. Why can't we do that on social media?
That's what I'm saying. Paul wants to expose himself on camera.
we're not gonna
definitely canceled.
we're gonna
They're not
expose
gonna know
kind
what
of
he is.
the DJ life that we've had so far, me and him. Not like that. Oh my god.
No matter which way you said that, you just pause off.
I guess we could say the Omega Productions crew.
Whoa, there's a whole crew
We'll
of
talk
y'all.
about it.
Exposed.
Like you.
That's how you sound on the mic too.
I don't think I've ever heard you on a mic
Like
other
this.
than here.
Welcome out, ladies and gentlemen, to the festivity.
That's how he sounds.
To the festivities.
DJ Mamon in the house.
I'm real monotone.
He's a
You
Bueller.
don't try though. It sounds like you don't try.
At times.
Sometimes it sounds like you overcompensate.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
'cause-
sometimes it's like an accent. Like sometimes
Oh, I do that on purpose.
Why are you
Well, I know, that's what I'm saying, like-
overcompensating for, boo?
for Paul's little pinger.
I get paid for my services. I gotta put on a performance. Pew, 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 pew.
You see that deal that I sent you about the movie theater shutting down?
Regal, right?
Oh,
Regal.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is it because no hit movies are coming out? Or are they waiting for like newer movies to be released?
I think it's like one, there is no movies coming out really,
Uh-huh.
and two, nobody wants to go to the movies right now.
That's true.
Yeah.
Everybody's getting
Because
watching
when they
stuff
premiere a movie,
online.
it's packed,
Yeah.
especially a good one.
Yeah.
And you got a social distance. How do they do that?
Yeah.
Start showing movies like at 6 a.m. so people can watch all day long.
yeah,
much.
pretty much. Yeah.
10 people at a time.
I would at a discount.
I wouldn't.
No,
I just bootleg it.
no, but sometimes it's worth going to the movies.
Yeah, no, it
It
really
is.
is. Sometimes
It
it
is.
is.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
I don't pay
I like it.
for. I work for a school district, so I
Uh-huh.
don't pay for movies.
But even like going out to go watch the movies,
Yeah.
it's nice. It's
I
nice.
think yeah,
It's nice.
sometimes
It's
it
a little
is-
getaway.
It's a good thing, yeah.
Nice. So some little white kid goes crazy and shoots everybody.
That's
I'll
how you
stay
carry.
Oh
home.
God.
Saying.
Well, that's why you carry.
I mean that too.
That's true.
Man's got a point.
Well, I don't know because
We
some
are in
of them,
Texas.
some of them are 30-06 and 30-7s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I was hoping for that bill that they were going to pass about the 30-6, 30-7. If you violate it, was going to be like a $50 fine
Oh, it's not bad.
and no points. I'm down for that, but
That's cool.
You're gonna
No
have
points.
a stack of 50s ready.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, like you're only in violation if they ask you to leave, and
You're only
not-
in violation if you get caught.
Yeah, exactly. I was trying to say PG.
And it can't be just.
I don't condone.
And it can't be
Yes, he
just
does. I do.
it
Oh,
can't be
my-
just an employee. It has to be the manager on duty.
Yeah, manager.
To ask you to leave.
Yeah.
If an
To ask
employee
you to
sees
leave, yeah.
you, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Even if-
know. I think we should be able to carry wherever we want.
I
I do so.
I
100%.
should. I think so.
I don't think there should be a restriction on it. What do you mean?
Again, like you said, as long as you don't get caught. Not that I condone it again. Wink, wink.
Was
You know what I mean? Like, I honestly, dude, I think there's enough able people that like we could have schools protected
Yeah.
the best we
I think
can.
it should be up to the individual teacher.
Yeah.
Like, so even me, like, as a bus driver, I would 100% carry
Yeah.
as
But-
a bus driver.
And they
you
took it
can't-
out of context when they said about teachers carrying because they're like, well, you're going to force me to carry a gun? I'm like,
No.
no one's telling you.
No.
Well, see, but then here's the other side of that, right? We're not forcing them to carry a gun, but would you want your kid in that class if she didn't have a gun? I wouldn't. Like, if teachers
Mm-hmm.
were given the option,
But you do it now.
well, I'd do it now because
Yeah.
we're forced to. What happens if you don't send your kid to school at all?
Yeah.
They come looking for you.
But
But what
I
I'm
think
saying,
it would be anonymous though. Like you wouldn't know which teacher is
It
carrying.
should be.
But
That's
just the
stupid.
fact that no, it's really not. Because if you knew what teacher was carrying, exactly like you said, oh, I want my kid in that class, and then that teacher's swamped with 30, 40, 50 kids because everybody wants their kid in that class in case if something happens.
well, I don't want my kid to die.
Well, no, 100%. I agree with
So
you.
then why would I not know?
No, I think it should
But
be
it's the same
anonymous.
thing
I
as
don't
you
think
walking
you should
into a
be.
store, no one knows you're carrying, and no one
They
should.
know when I'm carrying because I'm open carrying.
Well, that's your choice.
Exactly.
Right.
But so then, if I'm gonna be forced to put my kid in one of these institutions, because if I don't, they come looking for me, right? And they make it optional for a teacher to carry.
It doesn't
Then-
even have to be open carry. They can conceal.
That's fine.
They have to conceal,
That's one-
and that's fine. I don't really care whether they keep it between their legs or keep it in their chichas. Like, none of that bothers me, right? I don't care where they keep the gun.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is that if they make it optional, then I should have the option to have my child better protected. For those crybaby parents that are like, oh no, you're gonna put my kid in with a gun, cool. Well, put little junior son of a bitch over there, and when something happens, it's a I'm just saying it. When something happens, it's called
I'm
natural
going to put
selection.
your stamp on it.
The Hans, dude. I'm telling you.
don't know.
All I'm saying is I feel like if they're gonna make it an option, I should have the option to put my kid in a better situation. Because there's parents out there that would say the opposite, right? If they forced every teacher to carry, there's gonna be those parents out there that'll be like, "Well, I want a teacher that's not gonna have a gun in the
Yeah.
class, right?"
Oh, yeah.
So then if
I
But
they
then
get the option,
homeschool your kid. Like if you don't know what parent what teacher is carrying, and they're not going to tell you which teacher is carrying,
Nah.
then homeschool your kid.
nah.
Put your kid in another place. You have those idea schools popping up left and right.
Those are
on
Democrat
every
schools, too,
On
no.
every corner.
Actually, those are Turkish schools.
Well, see, but again, like
Turkey?
there's other
Turkey?
I love
What's
turkey.
that? Turkey? Like a
Oh,
cross.
it's a rooster. The turkey.
Paul does love them giblets, though. He gobbles.
I want my kid in the
Well,
classroom.
so like Southwest and other districts, they don't have like school cops around the.
Yeah,
They
but
do,
they're
but there's
a
not
bunch of
en-
crybaby-
but there's not enough school cops
Bunch
to
of
cover
bike
all the
cops.
schools. Like you can't
Well,
post a
I guess
cop
my
up at
schools were
every
ghetto.
school.
There was cops everywhere.
Yeah.
Like,
They
I
come,
don't know.
your cops came to school in full riot gear.
No, they did.
I know.
Yeah.
At Southwest, I could bribe the cop with tacos to let me out when I was there.
Yeah.
No, our school cops were ready
Shout
to
out
tackle the
Zapata.
students.
That dude always had gum on him,
And
though.
even that you can't do anymore, right? Like
No, I don't think so.
Like
Bribe the
they get in.
cops?
No, taco is student.
Yeah, it's too much stuff.
Like you can't do that anymore.
That's what
Like,
I'm saying.
Everybody's soft these days.
Yeah,
I know, like, it's probably
the
gonna
world
be
has
not
gone soft.
She's probably gonna be. I don't really care though. So some friend on Facebook posted this deal, and I wanted to go a little further off. I thought it was funny, but like I won't go like not so weird.
Well, I saw it and I was like, dude, well, he's not wrong. Like, have we not gone soft here in America? Like,
Yep.
you know,
Like, if we had to fight a war, like a civil war right now,
I
Yeah.
blame everything
It'd be
on social media,
super
no matter
one-sided.
what.
oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I know, but this was just funny because it says tender ears are everywhere. Then the meme says someone you know is gay, someone you know is transgender, maybe someone you love. Think before you speak hate. And all I commented was the world has become weak because Like I know gay people, right? Shout out Gilbert.
I love gay people.
Dude, I'm cool with
Gilbert,
gay people. I don't
love
give
you,
a
Gilbert.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's simple. I don't like gay people that want to impose their life and what they do on me, right? Like if I can't, like, it's the pronouns thing and that, you know what I mean? A transgender, dude, I don't care what you are, right? If you want to change your name, I'm good with that, right? Paul, you want to be Paulina? I got you, right? No big deal. Rubio. Whatever works, man.
Robert
The fact
Aurora.
that you have
But
the name picked out
But if you
already.
want, if you're gonna
No,
sit
that's
here,
an artist. Paulino Rubio.
Oh.
but if he's gonna stand there and tell me I'm a woman now, you got to call me a woman, I'm gonna tell you to get bent because you're not a woman. Like, I'm sorry, it's just not gonna work. Not for me, right? But who cares if you feel? Well, not you. If like, you know,
We don't know.
if
To be
you,
determined.
if
Well,
you
what do you
feel
want?
away or if you feel away or you act away, then no matter what I say, #bars, Lil Wayne should be completely Casper the Friendly Ghost, dude.
Yep.
No matter what I say or how I say it, it shouldn't bother you, right?
True.
And there's a lot of people out there. There's a lot of gay people, man, that I'm cool with. They don't say shit, right? They don't tell me anything, right? They don't impose anything, but they're exactly the way they want to be, right? And I don't care. I don't lay in your bed. I'm not doing the cochinados with you. Go do what you do.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Pew, 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 pew.
Hans.
But man, when it comes to like I've
I
met
think the pronoun thing is what throws me off. It's like, okay, well, I go by
Z.
this. Like, I go by he, his. Like, this is how you should address me. And it's like, okay, like if I see you as a boy, I'm gonna say yes, sir. You know, but if I see you as a girl, I'm gonna say yes, ma'am.
not me.
Right.
You know, like, no, but just
That's
like,
why the person
just
should
like
tell you
face
their
to
name.
face.
That way you won't.
Exactly.
Yeah, you could just address them
Well,
by
see,
their
but
name
then
every
even
time.
then, some names are hard to say that
Yeah.
because so
Like
when
Jordan could be boy or
Yes,
girl, but it
or
sounds.
Taylor.
But that's their
It-
name,
it
so who
sounds-
cares?
Yeah.
Well, see, but okay, no, because so when I used to work at a call center for Sears, right? And people would call in, and I'm like, you know, I'm sorry, ma'am, I'm sorry. And it was like Taylor something, right? You couldn't tell if it was a male or a female. Sounded very feminine.
It's Taylor.
And I was like, you know, I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm sorry, ma'am. Well, I'm a
My
boy.
ears just turned.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry, sir. Like, I couldn't tell that by your name because Taylor is the
Yeah.
same for a
Like
male
Taylor
and a
Swift.
female,
Yeah.
you know? So then when
Democrat.
you are gay or you're transgender or something and you want to be called by it and I don't refer to you as it, then why are you getting so angry with me? Why
because their
are
feelings.
you so
Because
upset with me
feelings.
when I don't?
Yeah.
I'm
This
gonna
goes
call
back-
you what I see you as.
It's, for me, it's as simple as if you get mad at me because I misspell your name or mispronounce your name, but it's hard as hell to pronounce
do
it
that
to
all the
begin
time
with.
with
I don't give a
Crystal.
shit. Like me personally, if your name is I ran across
like Max. His name is Maximiliano, right? Most people don't want to say that. They see Maximilian, right? Or they see all the way to the L,
Right.
and they just finish it as Maximilian, right? Demetrios. It's Tros. Everybody
call
calls
him
him
Demetrius.
Demetrius. Like a U is in there. Alejandro. Most people, the everyday average person, they drop the, you know, it's a J, not an H. They don't hear Jandro, right? It's Jandro. Like it. But I used to as a kid. I used to get angry. Like if it make as a kid,
Yeah.
right? I didn't like my name as a kid. It's whatever. I'm sure my boys hate their names right now.
yeah.
But then when they get older and they realize, like, you can mess with people. Like, it's funny. Like, and then the way, like, now, the Hans, like, we chopped it up, right? I
Yeah.
just make fun of it. I catch it before anybody else. But I don't know. I don't understand why it's a big deal
Yeah.
in general. And especially, like, in her situation where you're over the phone. Dude, I know it. Paul sounds like a girl on the phone. Sorry.
But it's like so I make some calls and they're like, oh, what's your name? And I'm like, oh, it's Crystal. How do you spell that? They're like,
Yeah,
is
there's
it
a lot of different ways.
They go, is it CRYSTAL? And I'm like, yeah, go for it. Like,
Whatever makes you happy.
that's fine. Like, yeah, and
Because you're gonna pronounce it the same way.
yeah, like, Hans over here, he's like, oh no, it's with an I, and I'm like, dude, I don't even correct people anymore.
Oh, dude, it's fun.
And I'm like,
My
I
last
don't
name,
because I'm just like
people
whatever.
can't pronounce. It's so like again, I'm not gonna sit here and say it's simple when you don't even know how to pronounce
It
it.
is very simple.
Yeah,
It
but
looks
I've
exactly-
gotten
And
It sounds
exactly how you
exactly-
say
it's
it.
Olivo, right?
Right.
I've gotten Olivar. I guess because they couldn't.
Where's the
pronounce-
A and the R?
I have no idea. Or ER.
Yeah.
There's none, but they've. I don't
But
know.
I don't sit there and I don't freaking
Oliver.
I don't
Oliver.
protest at the fact that my name was spelled wrong.
I would. Cause feelings.
I
Hi,
quit.
I'm Ripley, the inventor.
I quit life.
Don't do that.
I met a Rebecca. It's REBEKKAH.
Alalva.
Yeah.
I don't know where the hell
Wait,
the mom
Alex
was
got an-
drinking at.
Hans
that
got
night.
an email today for a diamond. It's DYMOND.
It's put it
It's
DY.
like-
Okay.
And I get it, right? Like, I mean, my kids are Dimitrios and Maximiliano and Madison. Madison, of all names, is not how you would think to spell her name.
That's how he
It's-
spells. Everybody spells it wrong.
Yeah.
Everybody.
It's
So
always
your mom does it all the time.
or
Yeah.
MADDIE.
Yeah.
Nobody
But
spells
no, but hers is
MADY.
MADY.
yeah.
Like, her name is MADYSUN. Like,
Son.
Yeah.
Daniel-san.
nobody would ever
Daniel-san.
guess that.
Daniel-san.
Ever.
Shout out Cobra
So-
Kai. January 8th.
January 8th, season 3.
I'm ready.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Is it good?
It looks
Dude,
pretty- well,
it's
the,
really
the
good.
two,
Really,
the
Paul?
two
What do you
episodes.
do with your time?
37.
Work,
No, you don't.
work.
We'll
Why
leave that.
are
We'll leave
you
that for another
molesting
podcast.
your microphone right
I know.
now?
So you can lick it later because he sneezed on it.
He's all.
Full of
all-
crystal.
Nice.
He's all. Let me love you.
Shut up.
But
Yeah. Anyway, I don't know, man. The whole everybody's feelings thing, dude. When did we just become like such crybabies
want
about
that.
every goddamn thing?
Well,
dude?
I've been off of social media for a while.
doesn't matter,
about
bro.
a week, and it feels great.
But you also work from home. Grow some balls and go outside and go talk to people. And I guarantee you're gonna offend somebody.
yeah.
The fact that you're wearing that Cowboys hat right now kind of offends me.
Really? They're so great.
I'm offending a lot of people right now, too.
Stupid hat.
I love the Eagles. Stop.
Oh, y'all three are Eagle fans.
I'm not even an Eagle. My dad was an Eagles fan. They won. Yay! Nobody cares.
So, I'm an Eagles fan by proxy
Yeah, there you go. See?
because me and his
This
dad.
ain't math class.
No,
This ain't Burger King. Can't always have it your way.
Oh my god.
Don't get crazy. I think my watch stopped charging.
But dude, the whole thing, dude, the life in general. I've got like managers that are telling me like they're not allowed to like tell kids anymore like anything bad. Like you can't. There's no such thing as criticism anymore. Like it's seen as bullying or
Can you
harassment.
imagine like 50 years from now how the
Oh,
world's
dude,
gonna
my
be?
kids are.
Dude.
That's why I hope my kids. I hope all of them get fixed and they don't have kids, and they just go live their lives before to bring a whole nother generation of kids into this state of
Yeah, it's sad,
crybabiness.
You think we can flip it?
No,
There's
I
no
think
hope.
we're beyond. I think we're beyond repair.
I don't think so.
Really?
With social media and what you just saw on Social Dilemma.
Well, yeah.
Because then here's the thing, right? Is if our government has that much information, that amount of information on us, right? Like, what's to say, like Paul, right? He doesn't want to be like outed. But they have information on him, right? But they tell him like, hey, we're gonna live this way, and if you don't like it, well, then we'll just put your business out there. Because they got all the information they need.
Yeah,
true.
Just because he's off social media, he's still texting people, calling people. They've got all that information. So
I
how do you
don't, I
fix?
don't.
TMZ hit me up. I got all the 411 on Paul.
But how do you fix that, or how do you go back when the
Jesus!
potential? Not even Jesus is free, fool. But yeah, I don't know, man. Honestly, I think we're beyond repair, man.
So, like, even if we become someone of stature that we have a voice and opinion, they can use all this later on, like
yeah.
30, 40 years from now.
Yeah.
They
Oh,
can
yeah.
use this podcast against us.
well, dude, there's people out there that made jokes, did movies years and years ago, and
Oh,
they're
like
being-
Kevin Hart when he tweeted.
Yes,
Yeah.
dude.
Like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
I would have just been like, okay, well, I said what I said. That's what I was kind of on in that moment.
It wouldn't
I'm not
matter.
gonna
It doesn't
apologize.
matter.
It
Yeah.
doesn't matter. Yeah.
And none of it matters,
Yeah,
dude.
exactly.
Like I mean, it's everything, dude. Like I said, to me, it goes to talking about gay people. Man, there wasn't a time when I wasn't a kid where fag was just a It's what we
was
said.
just what
You're a
you
fag.
said.
Like it wasn't even
Yeah.
like a derogatory thing,
Yeah.
right? Now, dude, queer is derogatory.
Yeah.
And I used to say queer to everybody. Like,
Well, not only that, like
Smear
you
the
look
queer.
up queer in the
Right, I
dictionary.
used to, I used to
and-
play that when I was in kinder. Like,
Oh my god! But you look
it
up,
wasn't even bad.
you look up queer in the dictionary, and it's
Picture of Alejandro.
No, it means like fun.
what's that gay? Like
Yeah.
the technical.
Gay is the
happy.
same thing,
Right,
yeah.
right.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Like-
I have no problems with gays or anything like that. No.
They attribute it to being offended, like offensive
Oh.
term. Like,
Yeah.
But it's like,
They're cool people.
But like, it's almost like, dare I
see,
say?
the weird
I
part
won't say
about
the
it,
word.
the weird part about it is those terms are defined exactly what they're meant to be, right? So
Yeah.
gay means happy, right? We're talking about a generation currently who've turned like the N word that is actually a derogatory term
Yeah.
in their point of view. They've turned it into a term of endearment.
Yeah.
But get upset at you as
Right? No,
as
I
a
using
feel
it.
you.
derogatory.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
For
I don't
using it,
either,
yeah.
dude.
I
I don't.
don't.
There's to me, there's
But you
almost
know
no
what,
other
but
race.
It's
if someone
I
else
was just gonna say that.
right, if a white guy comes up, hey, what's up, way? All right, cool. What's up,
Yeah.
bro?
Yes.
I don't get
Right?
offended.
Órale, milkweed.
I'm like, hey, you're invited to the asada.
But like that's the problem with it, right? Like white people don't go up to each other and hey, what's up, cracker? What's up, honky?
I mean, some
Like,
people
they
do.
don't.
Some
Oh, I
do.
bet they do.
Well, like, cause like
Like,
Upchurch,
Or
right?
they just say the
Friends.
N word to themselves.
Yeah,
Well, because like
friends
Ryan
do
Ryan
that.
Upchurch, his fans, he calls them skins.
Oh.
Yeah, but even then, like, but when you when you
but
look at
like,
it
even
culturally,
us, like we say that, but us as Mexicans, I wouldn't ever come up to you. Like I see you and I'm like, hey, what's up, cuz? Hey, what's up, Paul? Or whatever.
I'm not like, hey,
but I'm
wet
not,
back.
hey, wetback, hey, fucking
spick.
like, how you doing?
I mean,
like,
even if you
we
did.
didn't
Yeah, I
make
mean,
I'd laugh.
What's
Yeah.
a
Well,
spit?
no, like,
oh,
it doesn't-
Hispanic. What's
Yes.
a spit? Okay.
It's a derogatory term
But
to
like
a Hispanic.
we
Is
don't
that new?
like
No.
nobody does that. Nobody refers to each other like that.
Right.
Like I've never heard anybody in the Hispanic culture being a Mexican, growing up Mexican.
You're
I've
way.
never heard way. Yes.
Yeah.
Way is the only thing
Actually,
that
though,
I've ever
I've
heard.
got a word that like it trips me out that both white people.
Tacuache?
No, that's just funny.
That's a funny ass word.
But
I
both
love
white
tacuache.
people and black people call us, and
What, Beaner?
no, like that's like
Chipotle has pinto and black.
you're all there next to each other. The white beans are way over there.
White rice.
White rice.
Anyway, how many? I've had it. They've called me a lot. Essay.
Oh,
Hey, yo, essay.
yeah.
Essay.
Essay,
Yes.
essay.
Essay.
Like,
yes.
dude,
You're right.
why can't I go throw a fit and like, no, you're not gonna call me that.
Okay.
Blah, 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 blah.
Let's use this term that so many people are starting to get offended by now. Bro.
Why?
I don't know why. People are like, I'm
Why?
not your bro. All right, cool. I mean, damn, aren't
Well, I mean,
we-
I wouldn't call anybody that I'm not cool with like that
Yeah, I
anyway.
was
Right,
gonna
but if
say,
someone
like,
calls
it's
you
not-
that, if again,
I mean, I would just tell them like, dude, you don't know me like that. Like,
but
Okay.
why get offended about it?
Well, so
because
okay,
that's
so-
like
Well, then let's again across the board.
Okay, no, you're right. Because like across the parking lot or something, they're like, "Say, bro." Like I'm not gonna get offended
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
by that, you know. Like it's just like, hey, like what's going on? Like I don't know.
I mean, I'm not gonna get
Would you
offended.
like you?
But I
was
mean,
gonna
I would
like,
just
you
say,
have people tell you, "Say, bro," like, and you're like, "Yo, what's up, man?" Like, you're not like, "Hey, dude, I'm not your fucking bro."
some
Like,
people
don't call
get
me that
offended
and blah
by
blah blah.
being called like even if you remember at the gun range where the guy was getting upset because you kept saying yes sir. He's like,
Yes.
stop
They
saying
do.
yes
They
sir.
get mad at that.
I'm like,
Oh,
okay, maybe the
wait,
pronoun.
when we went to,
It wasn't even a pronoun thing. The dude was just like, I'm
I was
not.
there. I was there, right?
I think
I
so.
think you
I
were.
don't
Yeah,
know
yeah.
if they let you come out that time.
I think
He's
it
all
was
stop
when we
addressing me
went
as
to-
sir.
Beep, beep, beep.
Where
We're like,
were we?
what the hell? Like,
Oh, I
were
think I was there, yeah,
It's
yeah,
not
yeah.
Black Hawk. What's the other one? We weren't out there.
It was
where
at
we
Lone Star.
go-
no?
Lone Star.
Lone Star.
Yeah.
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 I remember.
It was the one time that we went to Lone Star. We all went together. Bobby was there too.
Yeah.
But he doesn't care.
you just kept saying, being respectful. Yes,
No,
sir,
I know,
yes,
dude.
sir.
I get it every
Yes, sir,
day.
yes,
And the dude
sir,
was
yes.
like, dude, you gotta cut that.
Bro,
that
I've
sir shit out.
legit prospected for a bike club and gotten crapped on for saying sir. I'm like,
Why? I wonder why you got offended.
I don't-
dude, I think I don't know. I think a lot of it has to do with like with attitude. You know what I mean? Like there's certain, like in a bike club, right? These guys have like a persona about him, right? You see a biker with a vest. He's got his colors. He's flying. You don't expect him to come up and be like, "What's up, sir?" You know what I mean? Like you almost expect him to be a little rough around the edges.
Yeah.
But then you take that somewhere else, right? So like, I've been at work legit, and it's been people younger, maybe a little bit younger than me, and I'm still yes, ma'am, and they're like, "Why are you calling me ma'am?" And it's like, it's just
I'm a scrub.
Masore.
no.
to
It's
the,
just
to the
like,
younger
so
one.
if I don't call you ma'am or I don't call you sir, then I have no respect for you.
Well, yeah, I mean, so then
Like, at that
there's
point,
hardly
I have
any young
no
kids that I
respect
have.
for
There's hardly any young kids that I do. So like in that sense, I'm just like, nah, that's cool. I'm cool.
With my kids,
I was
no.
always taught to
Exactly.
show
No.
people
With
respect.
my
though.
kids,
No,
no.
and I get that.
I
All I'm
wouldn't do
saying
that
is that
with my
now,
kids.
now as an older person, like I've got younger kids, right, that I work with that are like they're just coming in. They're 20 or 20. Well, obviously I work for a liquor company, so they're 21. They're under 30, right? And they see me and they're like, "Yes, sir." I'm like, "Oh shit, like I'm a sir, like." That's right.
I'm an adult. I adult things.
But I'm just saying,
but, like,
I wouldn't tell that kid, "Yes, sir." Me personally,
I do.
I'll just tell him, "No, man, that's
do.
cool." Like I try to talk in the lingo for
No.
the kiddos.
No, and I
No, it's
do.
a cap. Don't call me that.
That's lit, bro.
I've done that to some of the high schoolers on my bus, and it's just to me.
They're like,
it's,
please stop.
Well, no, like I'll tell them, yes sir, or no ma'am, or whatever, and they're like, Miss, why do you say that? And I'm like, it's a respect thing. Like I expect you to tell me the same thing
Exactly.
back when I answer you.
You gotta give respect to get it.
Yes, my kids, my personal kids, my daughter, and my 2 sons, I expect that from them.
Maddie.
They have to. I'm gonna. My three children, I expect them to tell me yes, ma'am.
That's good.
Like that is what I want from
you
them.
should,
But those
you
are
should.
my children. That's the way that I raise them. Not every single kid that I pick up in the creek is gonna be like, "Oh yes, ma'am." No, you have to. As hard as it is to say it, but you have to show them respect
Right.
before you get that respect back.
Nah.
I don't know. You've never been in that situation. I love my kids. I love my bus kids. I love them. Like they're freaking amazing. Especially the kids I picked up in the
He's like,
creek.
they're all right.
Like I freaking no.
No,
you
I mean it's
didn't
just
know them.
100%.
I love them.
I'm not
I
been
do.
in that spot, right? I have not been in that spot. I'm just thinking, or I'm saying to myself, like I said, I do it every day now. I just there's no way.
Yeah. But for me to address you as yes sir, you're like, nah, don't call me that. Don't say
I wouldn't
sir.
tell you
No,
that.
I
Like,
wouldn't ever
why?
tell anybody
Why
that.
do people
Yeah.
get offended
No.
by that?
Because I tell people all the time, I'm like, dude, if you knew my dad or my grandfather, you know exactly why I say sir.
Yep.
Right now,
And I tell people, I'm like, dude, this is how I raise my kids, and I expect my kids to be like this. So if I call you
Yeah.
sir or ma'am, I'm
Like
not
my
offending
parents,
you.
They never
It's
were
just,
the
this is
yes
what I
sir,
expect.
yes ma'am, but they were like if they called us, it was you can't say what.
Right.
It was Monday.
No,
or
Monday. Monday
yes-
me.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a term of endearment in a Spanish lingo. It is the same thing as yes sir, yes ma'am.
Right.
But it's just Monday.
it's almost like, yes sir, what do you want me to do? Or yes sir, like
Yeah.
it's one whole sentence put into one.
It's
word.
like I'm here.
Yes.
I'm here.
Like I'm here.
But to
I
say
see-
what,
What do
I
you
see
need? I'm
through
here.
you.
I would get
I
smacked.
see you.
I see you.
Avatar, shout out. Anyway, yeah, I don't know, man. Like with kids, I don't know. I can't. I can change a tone with kids. Like I'm completely different with everybody else's kids than I am with my kids. So like I have zero expectation of other kids, right? I'm out and about, dude. Nobody's gonna be the ass to their kids that I am with my kids. It's just not gonna happen. So like you with your son, if Levi was here right now, man, I'd be like, oh, look at this little guy, blah blah, right? At home, I'd be like, man, I'd slap the crap out of that kid if he did that to me. Like, if you know what I mean, if he did something that I thought, but I'm not gonna tell him, and I'm not gonna tell you it ain't my place, right? That's your kid. If that's the way you want to raise him,
Levi
that's
would
on you.
slap you.
Levi's all flat.
So say what?
Say what again? I don't know.
Yeah. No, and he
Levi.
is like he melts around other people's kids. I show my bus kids like I have that respect for them.
And it's different
Like,
though.
I
Like
just
again,
do.
like you see them kids every day. Like we've talked about this. Like some of those kids from the creek and from Sky Harbor in that area, man, they ain't got the best of.
Rosemonts and all of that.
You know what I
yeah.
mean? So like I could see where the
But you
one
don't,
as a woman, she's got more compassion, right? I'm just an ass. Like I don't know that I wouldn't be that way around. Like if I saw
but you
these
don't have
kids-
to have the best stuff to learn respect.
No, you don't. You
No,
don't.
You don't.
But like she
so
says,
what
though,
happened was when I first started
Even at
driving.
that, having the best stuff kind of makes you arrogant and not
Yeah.
want to show respect.
well, no,
See,
and
and-
I don't think we're talking about like physical things,
Uh-huh.
right? Just like her dealing with kids that just don't have like both parents, right?
Mhm.
So
Kids that don't even have parents, they're living with grandma and grandpa.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you know what I mean? They
what happened was when I first became a bus driver, I came across an article, and in that article there was
I hope not while you're driving.
no, obviously not, no. So, in that article, it was younger adults that had attempted to commit suicide.
Uh-huh.
And their reasoning behind it was if somebody would have just acknowledged me, if somebody would have just noticed me, then maybe I wouldn't have done this. You know, I wouldn't have tried to kill myself. So every single student that would step on my bus, it was good morning. Good morning. Hi, how was
Sunday
your
morning.
weekend? You know, good morning.
That's
good
good,
morning.
yeah. Try to make their day.
Everybody.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the day, bye. Have a good night. You know, see you tomorrow. You know, hope you
That's
get your
good.
homework done.
Yeah.
And but like I interacted
That makes a big
with
difference to
every-
someone.
It
A
did.
simple good morning or
Especially
hello.
for
Yeah.
children. You know what I
Well, see,
mean?
in the
Yeah.
area that I picked
Heck,
up,
even me as an adult. Hi.
yeah.
Nah, I'd be like, get the fuck out of here.
No,
That's your
see,
problem.
and in the area that I picked up,
Hope your phone
you know,
falls.
the first thing that they told me was they were like, dude, like they gave you like a really rough route, like
I
your
told
very
you.
first year. Yeah, he told me, he was like, dude, they give you a really rough route, like your
Because
very
they know you
first
don't get a
year.
good ride at home.
Oh, it's good. You don't even know.
Oh, Paul knows.
Well, I did
Don't
stop by
even
earlier.
know.
He showed me his new stick.
He mounted it.
God, why? Why do we have to just take it to a whole nother level? The
Apparently,
joke-
that happened before.
But like, too, it's different. I still say for,
That could be the only form of parenting.
Oh, they're
they
fat
would get.
free.
Oh my god.
Anyway,
No, seriously, like,
That'd
but
be
that's
more.
why, like, when I read that article, it was like, dude, you know what? I'm gonna make a difference. Like,
Oh, that's good.
I'm gonna help.
Little
These
things like that add up. They
students,
really do
yeah.
add up. Yeah.
So that was my biggest thing when I was a bus driver. I loved my kids, loved
Okay.
them. You know, like they were freaking
You would have
amazing.
hated me as a student on your bus.
I don't think you would have been as bad.
that's what I'm saying. Like, dude, that's why it's
With
different
me
with
on the
women.
bus.
Why? What would you do?
Our bus driver was the dude was
Wrong
an
person.
honest, cool guy, but I was a shit student.
What'd you do?
I
to
was
him?
bad. So like, I mean, that's what has it been 11, 12 years out of school? So
Almost 20 for me. Wait, I don't know.
So statute of limitations.
So go. What you got?
I used to throw AA batteries out the window onto oncoming traffic. So one time he got pulled over and the dude's like cussing up a storm at the driver. Now, granted, it's not his fault. They couldn't confirm who did it. Like, and even with the tapes, like they couldn't see because I used to hide under.
I know who it was.
You know what I mean? So again, in that aspect, I put him in a position where he shouldn't have been, and I never took.
Yeah, but you were also a child.
I was. This was
Yeah.
seventh grade,
That
so it
would've
wasn't
been
even
my
high
argument.
school.
Like
Yeah,
that
but-
would have been my argument. I would have been like, sir, like,
I'm so disappointed.
They're
Mary, get the
kids.
pala.
you know, I'd have been like, you
But I
know,
can
I'm
admit it.
sorry,
You know, I
like
was wrong.
these
I'll
are
get the
kids.
paddle.
They're middle school kids. You
Yeah.
know, I'm sorry. I'll have a talk with them. You know, I
Yeah.
apologize.
was in
Like,
high
call my
school.
supervisor.
No, I was in.
and
I
see
was
about
in,
them getting
junior
this
high.
taken care of. Like, I don't
was
know.
a senior.
Like, I don't know, dude.
Did
Nobody.
I cut off on you?
Yeah.
Nobody ever approached my bus or got on my bus. So I had a parent one time and I saw him and I knew that there was issues between his daughter and one of the other girls
Uh-huh.
on the bus. I knew there was an issue. I had already moved them. So this one time,
Well, it's good that
This-
you noticed stuff like that.
no, I did. I saw it. And this guy comes walking up and I'm dropping off at this trailer park. So there's like 20 kids that get off the bus at
Uh-huh.
the same time. And I see the dad walking up and I see his demeanor and everything. And as much as it sucks, like I put my hand on the door to close the door and I grabbed, we have what's called a tire thumper.
I got
It's
another
just-
name for it. It's awesome.
Stupid.
Off the air.
It's a stick for lack of better words. It's about this long, right? And we use it to check our tires. So I grab that
Oh,
in my
yeah.
hand, and I see this guy coming up to the bus, and he's like, well, I need to talk to you about my daughter and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, sir, like, I am releasing students right now. You need to back up. And I was ready to hit the button to close the doors on him. And well, no, my daughter this and my daughter that. And I'm like, sir, here is a card to my supervisor. You need to call my supervisor. Well, my daughter rides your bus. And I'm like, okay, I've already taken every precaution as to keeping your daughter separate from that other student. Well, who's the student? I want to see him. No, you are not getting on my bus.
Yeah.
And he's
Security.
like, what do you mean? So I undid my seatbelt and I stood up and I stood there between the entrance and I was like, you're not getting on my bus. You are not going to see who this student is. You're not going to talk to this student. I'm like, because that is my responsibility.
Right.
You have any issues, you need to call transportation. And he came closer and I'm like, really? And he looks at me and he's like, you know what? I'm going to call your supervisor. Here's the number. Go for it. Like,
And
But
then
that-
you got the promotion.
no, but then that student was like, Miss, like, I was so scared that he was, and I'm like, dude, I got you.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm going to protect you the way that I would my
'Cause
kids.
That's between him and the parent of that student.
Exactly.
And the
That's
administration.
on the other side, yes.
have been like,
that
hey,
has
how
nothing
much
to
is
do
it
with
worth
me,
to you,
nothing
Wade?
to do with that student. No.
Slid you a little
Nothing to do
$50
with
Yeah,
that
bill.
student.
$50. Like, hey,
Yeah.
let me turn the camera off. 10 minutes.
Well, my house, all this before COVID, all the kids would hang out here. It's like a bus pickup area,
Yeah.
and
We
they're
know.
they're
Right there at the
That's
corner.
why you picked it.
no like.
It's right there at the corner.
And,
That's the bus
I would
pickup, yeah.
I would take out the trash, and they're all real respectful. They'll tell me good morning, sir, and then I'll tell them hope y'all have a
Don't
good day at
touch
school.
us.
Yeah, we have candy in
And-
the house.
No, they're real respectful, and
They
that was
are.
pretty cool.
They're really good kids. Like they are here in this area. Like there's a lot of drivers that just want to drive. They don't want to pay attention to kids, and then they're like, "Oh my God, my kids are horrible," and blah blah blah. And it's like, do you even interact with your kids? Do you
Yeah.
talk to them? Do you anything? Like I went as far as like my elementary kids to get them to behave. I told them, hey, if y'all fill out a piece of paper, here's a piece of paper. Give me 2 songs that you would want to hear. I will hook it up to this radio and I will play it every morning. It'll be on shuffle. Whatever songs come up, it'll constantly be on shuffle and you'll be able to hear your songs. That's how I got my kids to behave on the bus. So I had one
And
student.
these are what, like junior high students?
No, these were elementary kids.
Oh, okay.
I had no problems with my elementary kids.
Gotcha.
So I had one student on the bus that he just wasn't having it. And, you know, the kid had problems and I knew he did because he acted exactly like my son. So I knew he had like ADHD problems and stuff like that. But he was constantly listening to his music extremely loud on the bus and everybody else would get upset because of it. And I'm like, hey, dude, like, check this out. Like, I got you some headphones. And he's like, what do you mean? And I'm like, here, like, every time you get on the bus, I'll give you the headphones. And on the way to school, you can listen to your music. And then on the way home, you can listen to your music. But just before you get off, hand me the headphones. Never had a problem with him after
Miss,
that.
this isn't 1990. There's no headphone jack on my phone.
No, stupid. Shut up. No, and it was great because I never had a problem with that student on the
He's
bus.
rude.
Never. He is.
Your AirPods have wires on them.
He's like, it's okay.
Yeah.
I got the school
Yeah.
butterfly knife. Took care of that for you, miss.
No, but I never had a problem with that student on my bus. Like, never. Like,
good.
I think you find a workaround for everybody. So, and even before that, I had some students that were, like, really, really rough. And one of the kids, like, he just wanted attention. So when he acted up so bad that I had to pull over on the side of the highway, I was like, you know what? Your new seat is at the end of the bus because I wouldn't let any of my students sit at the back of the bus.
That was my
Every
spot.
student, no. You
was
were
my
not
spot.
allowed to on my bus
I'd say bet
at all. No.
until you kick me off.
Nope.
Well, that's what I mean. Like I'd push those buttons.
Yeah.
I've gotten kicked off the
Bet.
bus before, like because I pushed the buttons. Right. I just didn't bow down.
See, in this day and
But
age,
again, it's
this day and
I was a
age, you're
kid.
not allowed to. We can't kick students off the bus. We can't have
Really?
students. No.
I would have a field day then.
That's what I'm
No.
telling you, dude. We're
We
raising
can't
a
do
generation of vaginas, like huge
We cannot do that.
vaginas.
You had to deal with it. That's why I had to find all
I
these
like
workarounds
vaginas.
for it.
That's what I mean.
A
Like
whole generation of fucking crybabies.
I was
dude.
just a button pusher.
You can't, like I said, and then it sucks right on her side because she has to find those workarounds. To
What's
make,
that? What's that phrase they use now when you push someone's button? Oh, pressed.
Oppressed.
Pressed.
No,
Triggered.
Just pressed.
Triggered.
No, that's old now.
Oh, no, I'm cool. I'm old.
It's
then.
like, oh, they're pressed. Like you push their buttons.
That's cat.
right. That's cat.
All right.
Yeah, these words suck.
Yeah, they do.
What's that?
But so did the old ones. Like
That's rips.
the bee's knees.
Allah, the bomb.
Oh, I remember
Who
the bomb.
says
The bomb.
that?
Back in the day,
the
like
bee's knees.
Yeah.
What's that
back
mean?
in the day-
You remember like in the what 70s,
No,
Oh, it's like
it
60s,
was
ain't it?
later.
60s, 70s?
Somewhere in there, like Peachy Keen.
Yeah. Like Keen.
That's
Peachy
like the
Keen.
50s.
Yeah, 50s.
Yeah. That's so
Oh
keen.
my god.
Why don't you cool out?
Damn. Like, I got kicked off the bus one time for the bus driver thought I called her a fool.
A fool.
That's it, like a fool. But I just said, nah, cool.
Wait, FOOL, fool?
Yeah, fool.
Okay.
So I just said, nah.
That's the way you say it. I'm like Kung Fu? F
Yeah,
you?
I just said, nah, cool. But she thought I said, she's like, did you call me a fool? I go, nah. I said, nah, cool.
Literally what I
No.
said was, nah, fool, sir.
And they
even
kicked
if
you
I
off the
did,
bus?
yes, even if I did, again, she kicked me off the bus.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll
She
tell
was-
you,
Yeah,
dude.
no, we can't do that.
We our bus drivers back in the day, like we would do stupid crap like that, and it was just a
Yeah.
quick
I thought I
write
got
up,
away
and
with
then-
it too. This was 6th grade. And so they kicked me off the bus. I walked to the administrator's office. This is back when, again, no cell phones back in the day.
When you don't record everything.
They had to call grandpa's phone, right? Because we didn't even have a home phone. So they called grandpa's phone. Well, guess what? He speaks Spanish. So I'm just like, grandpa, like I told him Spanish, can you come pick me up? And he's like, okay, well, give me a few minutes. So we're waiting. He never shows. I guess he forgot or what. So the principal had to take me home. So he dropped me off on the wrong side. At that, he passed up the entrance. So he dropped me off at Fidel's, and he couldn't go to the back. I guess he wanted to get off and talk to my parents.
You know, the
So-
funny thing is, sir, nobody's home.
Yeah, that's what I told him. I go, I don't think anybody's home. So he's like, okay, well, I'm just drop you off, whatever. And I figured, dude, I'm golden. Like, I don't ever got to tell my parents about this. We're golden. Yeah, they called back and made sure that they called my mom about it. And I was like,
Yeah.
damn it.
No.
She's like, what'd you do?
got-
I go, I just said, nah, it's cool. Like, whatever. She's like, thought she called me a fool. So she kicked me off the bus.
Yeah,
I
no,
said-
we can't.
I just said, nah, cool. And then that fool kicked me off the
But is fool really worth the term to kick someone off the bus?
Nah.
Or
But again,
I didn't think so. But
again, so like there are those old school people where like, I mean, I don't know, somebody says something the wrong way.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
And she
Yeah.
had, to me, now
'Cause
it's
I've done
like,
that to the boys before.
yeah, you're like,
I
I'm not
thought
your
that they said
friend.
something, and I'm like, what the hell did you just say to me? Like, I'm your mom. I think I pulled to the side at one of the high schools, and this kid was just like, he was just testing every button that I had. And then he just went off. He was like, hurry up and get the back on the road and let's go. And I'm like, what did you just say? And he's like, well, you can heard me or whatever. So I put the bus in park and I get up and I walk to the back and I'm like, what did you say? And he's like, well, you heard me. And I'm like, no, I didn't. That's why I'm asking you. So he stands up like he wanted to fight me.
it's like, ¿Quieres pleito o qué, güey?
No, and I tell him, like, as weird as it sounds, I was like, little boy, I was like, I wrestled pigs that weigh more than you do.
She was talking about me.
No, stupid. Just like 2 weeks before that, my pig had gotten loose, and I had to like put her in
You
a
need to
kennel.
give the
Like
reference.
it was, that's what it was. I was like, I've wrestled pigs that weigh more than you, and two of the other high schoolers in the background had stood up. Like, they were like, dude, you're not going to do anything to her. And he was like, oh, miss, I was just kidding. And he sat back down. And then after that, I didn't have a problem with him again after that. Like, it was a high schooler. Like, I didn't have a problem with him after that. And then those two boys that stood up. That's very cute. I love it. So those two boys that stood up, like they defended me. But I was like, dude, I'm not scared of you. You know, like,
but like
you're...
if you could have just gotten up and like popped him in the face,
Oh, yeah.
would have been a done
Definitely.
deal.
Yeah.
You would have just sat
I'd
back
have
down,
done it, yeah.
adjusted your mirror, and just sunshine, lollipop.
Yeah,
Driven
no.
off.
But then when I get to the school, like, I tell the admin what happened or whatever, and they ended up suspending it from the bus. But it's not something that you can do as a bus driver.
Yeah.
Like, you can't just kick a kid off the bus.
I don't
Like,
even
you
know
can't
why
do
we
that.
use those words. Like, kick a kid off the bus. Like if I can't physically kick him off the bus, like even throwing a kid, right? It's suspend him. Let's just say
Jazzy
that.
Jeff.
Yeah. Like if we can't do
Oh, I love
exactly what
Fresh
we're being
Prince
described as, like we should just say we suspended him. We
Yeah.
suspended him off the bus.
Yeah. But it was like an act of Congress to get a kid suspended on the bus. Like it was like, oh well, maybe if you move him right here to sit right behind you, you know, he won't have any problems because he's not sitting next to his friends. And it's like, you really want this kid sitting right behind me as I'm driving? Like my jugular is right here, and he's gonna like slice me as I'm driving.
Freaking dart in your neck.
I'm like, you really want this kid sitting right behind me? Come on.
See, like why can't like in schools they have like non-lethal forms of weapons like that too, like tranquilizer darts or like a
Bean
taser,
bags.
a taser,
A
nah,
bean
beanbag, a
I'm
beanbag.
like, beanbag,
like
a beanbag gun.
gun.
Rubber-
Okay.
Yes,
rubber
a beanbag
bullets.
gun. Yes, rubber bullets.
Hey, those
like,
hurt, man.
Yeah. Oh, those can actually cause some
Exactly.
damage.
Paintballs.
Oh
Yes,
yeah. I'm in favor.
paintballs.
I'm in favor of that
I
because then you go
totally
to
in
school
favor of
looking like a
that.
jackass all painted up, and they know
Yes.
exactly why. Because you're
Yeah.
being, dude, you got on the bus this morning, you're being an asshole, right?
Yeah.
How can you tell? It's like the dunce hat that they used to make.
You ever
them
get
wear.
hit with a paintball?
Heck no.
No.
Dude.
Oh my
No.
god.
Dude,
Alex shot me
it's
with a
no
paintball.
joke.
I shot
Like
Crystal like
3
4 times.
times. Yes.
It's no joke.
It sounds so weird out here.
I had,
Dude, it was the guy.
Everybody's yelling.
No, it was the. Oh,
put your headphones back on.
there's no rules.
It sounds so funny.
It,
without
it
the
was
headphones.
everybody's
Everybody's yelling.
It was the guy's fault at the paintball place because they wanted to do a husband and wife.
It was like a free for all. Or
And so,
whatever.
like,
Whoever
Crystal was
got
on
hit
one side.
first,
Crystal was
somebody
on
had
one
to go
side
and
and I was on
celebrate
this
this
side.
shit.
Hey, dude, when you see an opportunity, right? I'm like, I'm not really gonna kill her, but if I was going to, now would be the
Yeah.
time. Bop, 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 bop.
I got hit
Pew, pew,
in
pew,
my
pew, pew.
thigh. I got hit in my side. I got hit on the side of my freaking ear.
You hit her in the ear.
Shot her, bro.
Yes.
I jacked her
It
up.
was
It's
bad.
That's a mess.
I told her.
anywhere on the head.
I told her, I was
And
like,
we
see,
were-
next time you get out
we
of line,
were like
woman.
maybe 20 yards away from each other. Like we weren't even that far from each other.
I told her.
Like, and it wasn't just one. It had to have been like, it was like 3 or 4 times that he got me. And then those bruises like didn't go away until like
Yeah, it's like a couple of weeks.
4 or 5. No, I'm talking
This
like
was like almost a
months.
month,
Yeah.
month and a half, 2
Like
months.
I think I still have the freaking outline from one of the bruises.
Oh, it's the converter.
I don't know.
Yeah, I used to play paintball middle school. Like one of my
Nah,
friends.
I'm scared to get shot by one of those.
One of my friends
Pussy.
owned about 5 acres of land.
No, I'm
All
not
right.
dumb.
Pussy.
Dude, it hurts.
It doesn't hurt. Stop being a vagina. Go play.
Well, it's worth playing. Like, but
It
it
is.
hurts.
It's like being the best boxer in the world, like you like to put it. That motherfucker don't get hit. That's why he keeps doing it. He makes money. If you were good at shooting,
What the heck are we listening to? Oh, it's the Purge. I love it, dude. If we had a Purge here, like that would be so awesome.
I'd come
I
straight
still
to
haven't
Paul's
seen
house.
The Purge.
No.
Really?
Man, that's it.
Oh my
You
god.
should.
And that's gonna end the show tonight, ladies and
And
gentlemen.
we're
We have a
done.
movie to watch.
Goodbye.
You can watch it with 37.
There you go. Movie night.
I haven't seen the newest one.
I think we've seen them all. Max
What
got
is the
scared.
newest one? Election Day?
Something like that.
Something, I don't know. The Purge
I
before the
think it
Purge.
That one too. I haven't seen that one.
I didn't even know that was a real thing.
That's a real one.
Is it the one before the original first one?
It's
One of those flashback ones where they go
it is.
before.
Like where like it first
The
starts.
Purge
I
and the
think is what it
beginning,
is.
or-
Yeah.
It's like the beginning.
The Fate
or-
Before the Purge. The Purge and the
I don't know,
Furious.
dude. I like
Purge
that
and the
movie.
Furious. Vamos.
That would really scare you if that
Tokyo
would really
Purge.
happen.
Yeah. I think that would be
Fast and
nuts.
Furious Tokyo.
But I think it would be much needed.
The Purge
The
5.
The Fate
You
of
know
the
how
Purge.
many people?
All the Democrats would be gone.
You know how many people? No, for real, right? Because they don't have guns.
Because that would be the equivalent of a civil war,
Yeah.
right?
Well,
Just for
you
those
can't call it a
hours.
civil war when it's one-sided. There's a whole bunch of people dying because they chose to give their weapons up.
Yeah,
it's a
that's what I'm saying.
massacre. It's
But
not-
that's what's the civil war is gonna look like if
well,
we
it's
have
not
one.
a war. It's a massacre.
Yeah.
A war would consist of two sides fighting. A massacre is one side murderizing the other side.
Yeah.
And if they have
That's
no
true.
guns to defend themselves, like everybody in Paul's
So, why
neighborhood
don't,
here,
Why don't people want guns?
because they're vaginas.
Because guns kill people. Duh.
Yeah.
Nah,
Just the
I
same,
think.
just the
Are
same
they
way.
just
Just the
scared
same
because
way
they
that
haven't shot one before? Or?
Well, it's just the same way that the pencil writes spells the word wrong. A gun kills people. That's all it is.
I going like being serious. Like I think there's that. I think there's a lot of people that just truly never shot a gun.
Or
Yeah.
never
Right.
felt the need to have
Right.
one.
Well, I mean, but besides that, like, dude, you can never own a pair of running shoes ever and still go running.
I guess
Like,
it's different. Like for me, as a guy, like you feel like you should be the protector of like a family, right? You should
Yeah.
It's pretty
own,
sexist.
own.
But hold on. Oh my god.
Are you implying
But hold
that
on.
your woman could not take care of herself?
Yeah.
You jerk.
No. But then there's those guys out there that are like, okay, well, if I call the cops are going to be here to
I'm
protect
done with
me.
y'all.
Well, that's the
No,
argument,
and
though.
I feel for
Well,
you.
no,
Like,
and,
I
and
really
but
do.
I was answering your question legit. Like I was
Yeah,
making
yeah,
some
you are,
points.
you
So
So
Continue.
I think there's that. There's people that legit just never went to go shoot a gun. Right? Never have gone to.
Because you've
There-
been one. You've been one that's never gone to shoot a gun before.
Oh, yeah,
Before you
yeah,
shot
yeah,
a gun.
yeah,
Yeah,
before
yeah.
you started
Of course,
shooting,
yeah.
yeah.
Me too.
But I was never scared of them. That's the thing.
I was.
Well, no, and
no,
that's what I'm
no,
saying.
no,
I don't
wasn't
think
either.
the honest truth is I don't think people are really scared of them. I just think they're not educated. Like they're making it to the point where look at the couple from St. Louis.
Yeah.
Dude,
They-
that was over and done with. Like nobody's even really talking about it anymore except in the courts.
Yeah.
And they're still trying to prosecute them. They
For
just
defending their property.
exactly. And while I may not agree and a whole lot of people don't agree with the approach, I still believe they have the right to do it.
Yep.
They didn't.
They have
I
Mongo
don't think they
Chile?
did anything.
I got your
right,
Mongo
wrong.
Chile.
Do you think they did anything wrong?
No.
The McCloskeys?
No, yeah, I don't believe
Is
they
that
did
what they
anything
are?
wrong. Yeah, that's
I don't think they did anything wrong.
The McAllisters.
I feel like across the board, they defended themselves the best
their
they
property.
felt.
Yeah.
Now we can critique everything they did where you felt they could have been improved on, right? But they defended they did exactly what the Second Amendment allows you to do. Defend your life and your property and your family.
Yeah.
And they did that. And to give them credit, they did that without pulling the trigger at that.
And that was
Yeah.
pretty weird that the old girl didn't shoot nobody because she was off.
Well, again, the actual bill of everything they're doing, they're saying that wasn't even a functioning gun.
Right. But now they're
Yeah.
now they're getting charged with tampering of evidence or that's what I'm saying. Like, dude, at
Because
this
they want to
point,
make them the responsible ones.
they
Yeah.
no, they want to make an example.
Yeah,
Is what
exactly.
they want. They want to make
An
an
example of what? though?
of
Like,
defending
Why we
yourself
should get
and
rid
why
of
we
guns.
should get rid of guns.
but that's
Well,
We know it's stupid, but-
that's
election
what they're
year,
trying to do.
election year. Like,
Exactly.
right.
They-
Okay. No, I see that. I don't get it.
Nah,
We're not
nobody
going
does.
to.
Yeah, nobody
Obviously,
does.
no.
It makes zero
Well,
sense.
But that's
Put your
like saying
headphones back
Obviously, f***ing Democrats.
that's
get it.
like saying
Yes, sir.
we don't get gun laws at all. We don't understand them.
Yeah.
But they're gonna want to create some kind of standard to make sure that everybody's safe. But again, when you create standards, people create loopholes.
Oh, God.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to close out this episode. We actually get to close out this one.
Right?
What?
The last one we ran out of time.
With it still running.
with,
Yeah.
with video.
with video.
But
What?
thank you all for
Video.
joining in. Make sure to like, share, subscribe. Definitely subscribe, please.
Vote Trump.
subscribe.
I registered.
Did you?
I did.
Oh,
Oh,
did-
I'm so proud of
did.
you.
Paul did too
I
as a
sex
sex offender.
Damn it, dude. We both thought the same
I
thing.
knew that was coming. I was waiting for it.
Oh my God.
I was like, let me set
Wait,
myself up
we're gonna
here.
keep this as the outro.
We were leaving.
I was waiting for you. I was glad that y'all did that. That's funny.
That is cool.
I set it up.
That's cool.
All right.
I like it.
Junior with the
Yeah, with the alley-oop.
alley-oop.
At the end of the episode. I love it.
But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, thank
Awesome.
y'all all for joining in. Again, like, share, subscribe.
Trump 2020.
Adios.
2020.
2020.
Peace.
Later.
Bye.